A day with love is a day with life, and a day with life is a day with success. I consider the word love to refer to my family. Family is the support we will need and we will never have to pay for because come rain or shine, they will be there to cheer us on with every of our life goals. Our success is incomplete if we do not have our family to cheer for us. Making the family a top priority will invariably bring success. Assumption number 1. Caregivers are home with their children and can help direct distance learning activities. They are available to answer questions, help with assignments, and navigate technology issues. Moro 2020 states that family members who care for children are children's first teachers and children's teachers for the longest time. I highly agree with this assumption and supporting statement, given that in today's time, teachers and families must collaborate to make distance learning effective. Conversely, Mahmoud in 2020 states that many students are home alone, are being cared for by older children, or are taking care of younger children. Caregivers who are at home may be adjusting to working remotely. Only a small percentage of students have a caregiver free of other responsibilities and who can dedicate time to guide them through their learning packets or navigating websites. Edwards in 2010 reports that if students had parents who felt hopeless and helpless, they had low expectations for their children and were not involved in their children's education. This is sad reality. However, I just want to emphasize that most caregivers have the will to really help their children. Some of them feel guilty and frustrated when they cannot. Mahmoud 2020 suggests that educators must increase opportunities for family engagement by being flexible. When students and their families have options, caregivers can create opportunities for distance learning that fit into their lives and current responsibilities, reducing feelings of stress or guilt. Assumption number 2. Caregivers understand your expectations and know how to motivate students to complete assignments. According to Mahmoud in 2020, educators can keep caregivers involved by streamlining communication and offering clear expectations. Collaborate with colleagues ahead of time to send one message to families with all the pertinent information for the week. I believe that when we educators are clear with our expectations, the collaboration of the families is heightened. I have learned that by having these standards, learning at school and home will be easier. Rules must continue at home. Anderson and others in 1985 state that the homes which are well organized, with scheduled daily activities, clear rules, and designated responsibilities for family members can provide a setting where interactions between adults and children are socially, emotionally, and intellectually conducive to literacy, interest, and growth. Furthermore, Mahmoud 2020 suggests that educators can support families by assigning work that students are able to complete independently. They should choose work that is engaging and confer with students to establish meaningful incentives. Moro in 2020 adds that parents must involve in their children's development at home and in school and should be optimistic about how they could help for their children to succeed. Every teacher has the responsibility to inform families on a regular basis about what is happening in school and how they can help their children. Teachers need to involve family members in activities at home and in school and make them feel like partners in the education of their child. They should be given the opportunity to offer input about what they would like their child to learn. to express how they feel about what happens in school and to offer suggestions. Assumption number 3. Families expect teachers to assign a full day's worth of work. I learned that the following elements affect the quality of the learning environment in the home: the physical environment or materials in the home, interactions that occur during learning experiences shared by children, family members, and other individuals in the home, and positive and supportive attitudes about learning and family aspirations for achievement. This statement is from Ziz and Wallace in 2009. For most families, meeting children's basic needs is their primary focus during this crisis. Therefore, educators must recognize that families can prioritize their children's educations and still be more worried about keeping their employment, their financial security, and access to healthcare than they are about their children completing every assignment. Mahmoud in 2020 proposes that instead of expecting caregivers to become teachers, educators can complement family engagement by partnering with caregivers to address children's social and emotional needs. For families, educators can be the person who checks in on their child. Moro 2020 advocates that family involvement requires more than just parents to engage in creating an environment that supports learning. I have learned that teachers need to view parents as partners in the development of learning and be intentional about connecting the family to both the classroom and to additional opportunities to develop the family's engagement. As what Mahmoud in 2020 states, it's okay to put the worksheets down. It's okay to spend time checking on your students. Families trust our expertise. We have to use it to ease their stress rather than adding to it during this crisis. That's okay, like their families. We want the best for our students. As a song entitled If We Have Each Other by Benjamin 2018, the world's not perfect, but it's not that bad. If we got each other and that's all we have, I will be your mother and I'll hold your hand. You should know I'll be there for you. All of us teachers can be mothers to the children we are teaching. We can be a family to other families. As you can see in the video, I have been to different times and various places, but the best learning can only be found at my own home. It's love. My family serves as my inspiration in getting my goals and become successful as a daughter, as a student, as a teacher, as a wife, and as a future mother. And this is what I want to see for the future children. In every success, there is a loving family behind it. No matter what time or place we go, I believe that I have to say it again and always.